Well, hello guys. I've got my mask on just because the students just left today, and I wanted to try out just one other experiment with temperature and enzymes in the peroxidase enzymes. I've just got tons of leftover equipment and tons of leftover chemicals, so I thought I'd just try a new experiment with you guys. So as you can see, here's the test tubes from the experiment I did that are posted in the assignment. They're a few hours old now, and you can see the lower concentrated enzyme still stays kind of brown, but then the other two happen to be nice and dark brown. So I think it did hold true that if you up the concentration, you do actually end up getting a higher rate of activity from the enzyme. Another way you can experiment with enzymes, though, is you can adjust the temperature, okay? So I've got two test tubes set up right now. They're just about ready to go. They've got the two pH buffers in them, so they're both probably hanging out at a pH of about 6. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my guaiacol solution here, my color indicator, and I'm going to put those in at the same time. So got those in there. And then I'm going to take my hydrogen peroxide solution, this one here, and I'm going to add those in, equal amounts of everything in these two tubes. And then finally, I'm going to add my enzymes, and this time I'm going to keep the concentration the same, but I'm going to make the temperature different, okay? And I don't want to add these just yet. I want to make sure I do this closely. But you can see I've got a temperature that's room temperature right now, which is 18 degrees Celsius. It's very cold in this classroom. I don't know if you've been in Rocky yet, but you definitely know to wear a sweater right now. It's cold. So it's 18 degrees Celsius. That's room temperature, which is about 64 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And then I'm going to try to put this one in a temperature of 37 degrees Celsius, which is human body temperature. And I want to see which temperature gives us a faster rate. So I'm testing this out. I'm going to add my enzymes now, just like that. And then to make this one warmer, I'm actually going to put it over here in a hot water bath and let it sit. Here's my hot water bath, and I'm trying to keep that at about 37 degrees Celsius. All right. So I'm not going to let this experiment go for a very long time. Just go about 30 seconds maybe. So I've got my incubator, my hot water bath, keeping things at 37 degrees Celsius. And then over here, you can see I am getting some brown coloration. I did not mix the test tube very well, so you can see the enzyme is kind of just settling down in there. And then I'm going to go ahead, I know it's barely been a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this one just for comparison reasons. And you can see in this test tube that I kept warm, the reaction is happening faster and things are mixing very, very fast. So usually when you mix up or you raise the temperature, you're going to increase molecular movement, molecular collisions between the enzyme and the substrate, and in this case you would get a darker color like that. So there you go, guys, the temperature or the effective temperature on enzymes and how they work.